Welcome to an episode of Tailgate Talk. It is Troy the Fanatic. It's a special episode.
Very special.
I got my dad here, as y'all can see. You know, I'm the better looking one out of the two.
All his good looks come from me.
You sure about that? Because you be telling me all the time that I'm ugly. And if I'm ugly, you ugly.
I was just joking.
Oh,
But any good looks you got definitely come
so
from
so
me.
they don't come from mom.
Nope.
Wait, did she hear
Or
it?
don't.
You trying to say what? You trying to say mom ain't got no good looks?
No, she looks good. She just don't look as good as me.
I respect that.
That's all.
You know,
No problem.
I like that confidence.
It's all good.
I understand that. So right, it's Tailgate Talk. Basically talk pretty much all things Eagles for the most part. We'll get a little into the Flyers and Sixers and Phillies if they good. You know, sometimes
Later.
they good. Yeah, sometimes they not.
Because right now it's shaky.
Yeah, the Phillies is I don't trust them come playoff time no more. So
Well, they got to go out and they got to get themselves a top-notch reliever. Don't be going for this halfway stuff.
yeah, I don't know.
That means you got to give up some prospects.
yeah, if you're gonna go, you're gonna have to go all the way. It's either now or never. This is it.
All these guys are getting older.
This is it. This is it.
Yeah.
So today's topic, right? I wanted your opinion on if you think the NFC runs through Philadelphia now, and if you feel what's our chances of repeating if you think we can.
Oh yeah,
repeat?
it definitely runs through Philly because they're the Super Bowl champions. The question is, will the Super Bowl champions run into issues like other Super Bowl champions and you have to go through all of these injuries? Because let's face it, last year the Eagles didn't have that many injuries.
I agree with that.
So this year, will that catch up with them? Now, if it doesn't, and when we take a look at the schedule, my schedule just left me there.
Yeah, because I got them. What you got them going? I got them going 12-5.
I thought we were just going to take it a little at a time.
We could do that.
Okay. I'm thinking probably that 12-5,
13-4.
11-4.
I can say 12-5,
13-4. Something along that lines. But the problem is, once again, they got a rough schedule. And I think also one of the issues will be it's going to take a while for the defense to gel. And so when you look at these first 4 games, you got the Cowboys on Thursday night. You got the Chiefs, that's a revenge game, all right, for the Chiefs. Follow that up by the Rams. That's another revenge game. As a matter of fact, the Rams have already said they didn't pencil that game. So that's back-to-back revenge games, and then you're going up against the Buccaneers that you always have a problem beating.
So here's the thing with the Buccaneers. It's not that we have a problem beating them. We're always hurt when we play them, and it's always in Tampa, so it's always hot first 4 weeks of the season we play them, and we always get cramps. So I penciled that in as a loss. I don't see us losing to the Chiefs, and I definitely don't see us losing to the Rams, because I don't think so. Here's my theory on the Rams. Right, everybody says, "Oh well." The Rams almost beat us. We put our foot off the gas. We was up 14 with 7 minutes left. We was up 2 touchdowns. We put our foot off the gas. And when we played them in L.A., we blew them out. Here's what I think is going to have to happen this year. I think everybody gave Saquon a lot of credit, which he deserved, but I felt like Hurts was a big part of Saquon's success because you couldn't stack the box because Hurts could run. Exactly. This year, I think what they're going to do is they're going to try to do what the Chiefs did in the Super Bowl, take Saquon away, make Jalen throw the ball, which I feel like he can. And because everybody forgets the year we had the supernatural funk. It wasn't because of the offense. It was because of the defense. Jalen threw for 3,900 yards. Jalen can throw the ball. It's just we don't need him to throw the ball as much.
Yeah, and I don't think they're going to run Saquon as much because they want to save him. I mean, they really ran him last year.
A lot.
So they're not going to run him as much, but you still got those wide receivers out there that you better be watching out for. And then I can't remember the person they just picked up for a running back. But
you talking about Dylan?
Yeah.
Now, I heard he may not even make the team because Shipley's been doing better than him.
Well, Shipley's not that bad. I mean, he was good in college. So, but I got the Eagles going 2-2 in the first 4 games.
So I got them going 3-1. I got them losing. I feel like we can beat the Chiefs because I feel like the defense will take time to gel, but not necessarily as much as people think. Because even though we lost a good amount, we already had the young bucks in place. So yeah, we got to get the rookie from Texas up to speed. I feel like he will be good, even though even though I do wish we would have picked up. I feel like if Starks would have fell to us, the guy who the Ravens drafted, we would have drafted him. But he got picked up a little before. It's really just depending on. It's kind of. I feel like the defense is kind of back in the same situation where it was last year, where it was you have a bunch of young guys and you don't know what they're going to do. Because remember last year, everybody called us a super team, but nobody was saying that to start the year because we didn't know if Quinyon was going to be good. DeJean was going to be good. If Nolan Smith was going to take that next step.
Well, that's because they were going off of what happened the previous year when the defense was trash.
So now you just need what you got. I think you got Jalen Hunt that you need to step up and a few other pieces on the defense. The defense, that's going to be the thing. The defense is going to be good, but it's not going to be as dominant. So the offense is going to have to do a little bit more this year than what it did last year.
And they can. Obviously, they showed that in the Super Bowl. I mean, they can. If the defense gels quickly, they could easily go 3-1, 4-0. But I don't think with all the multiple pieces that they have that they need to work on, I think it's going to take them a few games to get to the point where they are really rolling.
Now, I will say this. If because I heard Jihad should be ready for the season, I think, or they said ready for training camp or something like that.
He's already at practice now.
If he could turn out to be if Zach Bond continues to do well like he did last year, and you have Jihad turn into like another Bond type player, it's going to be an issue. It's going to be a problem.
Oh, it's definitely going to be.
It's going to be a problem,
and it's going to be an issue for years to come. I mean, I was just looking at the Eagles draft picks for next year's draft. They got 12 draft picks coming up, and about 6 or 7 of them are in the first 5 rounds. So they're just going to keep getting younger.
All right, so you got them going 2-2 in the first.
I got them going 2-2. I think they will beat the Cowboys, even though I think the Cowboys obviously are going to be better this year. I don't know if they're going to be that much better.
I have the Cowboys finishing last in the division. I think
last with Dak.
Yeah,
Ooh.
Because I think
their offense is going to be tight.
Yeah, so here's the issue, right? The offense is going to be tight, but I don't think the defense is going to be as good. I think because the defense wasn't even that great last year. And then on top of that, everybody remembers before Dak got hurt when he was not last year, but I think the year he originally broke his leg, his contract year, and he was throwing for all them yards. They was like 2-3.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna and also you gotta remember their offense is going to be good, but Dak does not operate well if he doesn't have a great running game. Miles Sanders has not been good since he left Philly, and the other guy.
Well, didn't they just get the guy from that used to be with Philadelphia?
Yeah, he ain't been good since he left Philly. Over the last 2 years, he hasn't even averaged 4 yards a carry.
Hey, that just shows the importance of an offensive line.
Exactly, and their offensive line isn't that great now. So they may, and also you gotta remember. With them getting George Pickens, that's a good signing.
Yes.
But George Pickens also wants his money. He's in a contract year, and
he's going to ball out.
Yeah, but with Pickens, if he's not getting the ball, if he's not getting the ball early, he can be disengaged. So I do think we beat the I do think we beat the Cowboys.
Yeah, I think the Chiefs are going to be tough.
I think we will beat the Chiefs because I feel like that's going to be a statement game. Like, okay, we beat them last year in the Super Bowl, and Jalen Hurts always plays well against the Chiefs, against the Chiefs defense. So I feel like we can win that. I don't think Sirianni has lost. I can't remember the last time Sean McVay has beaten the Eagles. He ain't beaten with Doug Peterson. He ain't beat us with Nick Sirianni.
It's been a while.
It's been a long time. And you got it. We play them in LA or it's in Philly, right?
Yeah, they playing them in Philly.
And that's the thing that really makes me so upset. Everybody was like, "Oh, if it wasn't for the snow," but we were up 14.
Everybody playing in the snow.
Yeah, we was up 14 with 7 minutes left. We took our foot off the gas and we went into LA. We ran rugshot all over y'all. It wasn't even close.
I know.
We blew y'all out. All right, so we got 2-2.
Yeah, Buccaneers is going to be tough.
That's a loss. If we're healthy, that's a win. But we ain't never
September.
We ain't never healthy going in.
We went to the game last year. We like the burnt up.
And we ain't had AJ Brown. Lane Johnson wasn't there. Whenever we played them, the only time we played them healthy was the year before that Monday night game when it was raining and we blew them out when we had DeAndre Swift that year.
Yeah. So that could be easily a loss. But then after that, Broncos, that's a W. Giants, that's a W. Eagles at Minnesota, that's a W.
That's where I have them losing at.
You have them losing against the Vikings?
I feel like that's going to be a because I feel like that's just going to be kind of like a trap game to going into Minnesota because at that point only have them losing.
Yeah, but the trap game, they got the Giants, the Vikings, and then they got the Giants again.
I ain't worried about the Giants at all.
Exactly. So what kind of a trap game is it?
you're looking at it to where, because right after the Giants is the bye, right? I believe so, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just have it kind of looking to where like you're kind of just you're kind of looking past them and they end up beating.
But then you
us.
got 2 tough games. You're playing the Packers in Green Bay, and then you come back and you play the Lions. Now the Lions talking all this smack about the fact that, well, if we hadn't lost the game and we'd have played the Eagles, we would have beat them. Yeah, but you lost.
So here's my thing, and here's why I feel like, because I don't really have them losing a bunch of games. Like I have them losing to the Vikings, I have them losing to the Cowboys, I have them losing to the Commanders, Bills, and I have them losing to was one other team I think, I can't remember. But me personally, I don't think the Lions will be that good. You lost both. You lost both your defensive coordinator. You lost your offensive coordinator and your defensive coordinator. That's going to be tough to overcome. As you see what happened when with Philly a couple years ago.
Yeah.
You're also coming off of 2 devastating playoff performances, and I don't think the Packers are that great. Like everybody says, I feel like I wouldn't be
But
shocked.
you're playing them in Green Bay.
I'm not worried about that because you want to know why? We play them in Green Bay, but we're also a cold weather team, so the cold don't affect us. That's really their home field advantage, and it's not as
But
cold.
it's a home field advantage for Green Bay.
I don't trust Green Bay enough for them to beat us in Lambeau Field.
Yeah, that's legit.
We can beat the Lions.
I think the advantage for the Eagles is they're coming off a bye.
Exactly, and it's a Monday night game.
I was wondering if it was a Monday night. Yeah, so it's a Monday night game.
I believe it's a Monday night game, yeah.
And then they come back, because 6 days later, they come back and they play the Lions. One of those games they'll probably lose.
I had them win them both.
And then they got the Cowboys.
That's a loss in Dallas.
Oh, you think they're going to lose to the Cowboys in Dallas?
We never sweep the Cowboys. Now, here's the one thing I will say, because Dak has a great record against the Eagles in the NFC East, but Hurts and Prescott hasn't played each other like that. I think they're only like Hurts and Prescott, and they only played 3 times, and I think Prescott's like 2-1 against them or something like that. Okay. But yeah, we don't never sweep the Cowboys. Like the Cowboys will get one in Dallas, and I'm fine with that. Just like I feel like the only real hiccup they'll have is near the end of the schedule, depending on.
Well, the Cowboys' schedule the last 6 games in a row is brutal.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, they play like 6 playoff teams in a row.
I do feel like I feel like we could be 12-5 and still get the 1 seed because I feel like everybody else. I think everybody in the NFC is taking a step back. I don't think that Jordan Love is too inconsistent enough for me to put him in that top tier to be like he's going to take that next step.
Okay.
The Lions, I feel like will decrease because their offense. The Lions not only have they lost their offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator, their offensive line, Ragnu retired, and then they lost another guy in free agency. So now you moving one of the guards to center, a second-year player. Now you got your third-round pick starting at guard. And Jared Goff, that's his one weakness is pressure.
Yeah.
And we can get pressure on him if you ain't got no offensive line. So that's why I feel like we'll beat the Lions. The Packers game would be tough, but I feel like we could beat the Packers. Who's after that? The Cowboys, right?
You got the Packers, the Lions, and the Cowboys.
Okay, the Cowboys is a loss, and then after that is what is it?
Bears.
The Bears. The Bears
playing them in Philly.
That's going to be a tough game because that's a short week because we got the Cowboys that Sunday the 23rd, and we got the Bears that Black Friday.
Oh yeah, they playing on Friday, so they don't have a lot of turnover.
Exactly.
Then they got the Chargers in LA.
That's
December 8th. Monday night.
That's going to be a good game.
That's going to be a good game.
I do think we win that game because I don't trust. Number one, I don't think Herbert's a top 10 quarterback. Everybody else think he is.
Everybody else does.
I don't
got
think
him selected before Hurts.
That's mad disrespectful. I don't think he's that great of a quarterback. I'm not saying I don't think he's a bad quarterback. He's very talented, but in the 2 playoff performances that he's had, he's been washed.
To be desired.
He's been horrible. And I don't think they have enough on the outside to challenge our cornerbacks. I don't think they don't have great wide receiver depth.
Yeah, Monday night, December 8th, my birthday. Whoop, whoop.
Yeah, y'all going to that game, right?
I shall be there.
So, yeah, I think
in LA.
I think we beat the Chargers.
Maybe I'll call you and give you a report back.
And I think we got the Raiders after that, right?
Got the Raiders, Then you save the Commanders till last.
That's where I think we mess up at. I think we lose to the Commanders in Washington,
and you got the Bills,
and we lose to the Bills. We lose back-to-back games.
Both of those games are on the road.
The only thing that can save us against the Bills, it really depends on what the Bills, because at that point in the end of the season, will they have the division wrapped up, and is their seeding in the AFC wrapped up? Because if it is, then it won't necessarily
Plus,
matter.
they're playing in Buffalo after Christmas. You know it's going to be cold. I mean, real cold.
So
and
I think
probably be snowing.
Because I think with the Commanders, it could go one or two ways. It can either be a situation like it was last year, to where we basically got to play the last game of the season to clinch the division, or the Commanders can go 7-10. Because a lot of people forget, Commanders won a lot of close games last year that they could have lost. The Hail Mary game, against the Bears. Honestly, people forget, if Devontae Smith catches that pass, whether we have Kenny Pickett or not, we win that game. When we played them in Washington, the game Hurts got hurt when we was up 21-0, and they were talking all that noise.
Oh my gosh!
So I can see a scenario to where, if the Commanders go 7-10, then I can see Dallas being second place in the division. I just don't think Dallas.
So you think the quarterback's going to take a step back this year? I mean, because Washington went and brought in some people.
Yeah, but if you don't pay Terry McLaurin, and that's his number one receiver, like he was, I saw something on First Things First, to where he had like throwing his way, including the playoffs. It was like 14 touchdowns, 2 picks. Obviously, one of those picks was the Quinion NFC Championship game. He had over 1,000 yards, and to Jaden Daniels throwing to him, and he had a quarterback rating of 128. Now, without that, he still had a quarterback rating of like 98. I don't trust Debo enough.
Yeah, Debo's getting a little.
Yeah, exactly. So you gotta sign Terry. If you don't sign Terry, he's holding out right now.
But this is a contract year for him, so he'll probably ball out.
If you don't sign Terry, I don't see them being that great. I don't think, even though the 49ers have the easier schedule, I don't trust their health enough for them to be good.
Oh no, the 49ers they're in a rebuilding mode.
I only trust the Buccaneers in the NFC South. So it really comes down to, I feel like we could be the 1 seed, and I feel like in the NFC Championship game we could play either somebody from the NFC North, because I feel like.
So let's go over this.
Okay.
So you got the Cowboys, that's a win. So 1-0. You got the Chiefs,
that's a win.
2-0. Rams,
that's a win.
3-0. Bucks,
that's a loss.
3-1. Broncos,
that's a win.
4-1. Giants, 5-1. Vikings,
I had that as a loss, so that's 2. Giants,
6-2. Packers,
that's a win.
7-2. Lions,
that's a win.
8-2. Cowboys again,
that's a loss.
8-3. Bears,
that's a win. But
9-3.
That's where I can, like, if we beat the Vikings, I could see us losing to the Bears off a short week. So I have that either or.
So you got 9-3. And then we head into the Monday night game
against the Chargers.
That's
a win.
10-3. We got the Raiders.
That's a win.
11-3. Now we get to these last 3.
I have us losing those 2 back-to-back, Commanders and Bills.
So Commanders makes it 11-4. Bills make it 11-5, and you beat the Commanders at home, and you got a 12-5 season.
And I think 12-5 will be enough this year to win to be the number 1 seed, because I think what's going to happen is we will have the division close to wrapped up to those 2 games, and then we lose those 2, and that kind of brings the Commanders back into it. And then the last game of the year, we got to beat them to win the division.
So you think the Commanders are going to struggle?
I think the Commanders, I think the Commanders will be, if we're 12-5, I think the Commanders will be 11-6.
All right. How about the Cowboys?
Cowboys.
Because those 6 games they got. Oh my gosh.
Who they got the last 6 games?
I have to look it up. Hold on.
Because I haven't looked at their schedule. I had them going like 9-8, 8-9, something like that.
Hold on. Bear with me here, folks, while I look up the Cowboys schedule. It is rough. All right, here we go. The Cowboys, I just had it and lost it. Hold on. All right. The Cowboys' first game, if I can ever get to it.
The Eagles.
First game against the Eagles. All right. That's a loss. The Giants.
That's a win. They always beat the Giants.
Okay,
But
so-
I do think the Giants will be markedly.
Oh, I think the Giants going to be better
They have
too.
they have a good defense, and they also got Russell. So I feel like Russell can get them to at least.
So that's
8
1
wins.
and 1.
Mhm.
All right. Cowboys then play the Bears at Chicago.
That's a loss.
So 1 and 2.
Mhm.
Then they play the Packers in Dallas.
That's a loss because they always
1
lose.
and
They always
3.
lose, and
Then the Jets.
that's a win.
2 and 3. The Panthers.
That's a win.
3 and 3. The Commanders.
Is it in Dallas?
Yep.
I'll give them that.
4 and 3. The Broncos.
In Denver,
Mm-hmm.
that's a loss.
4 and 4. Cardinals in
And
Dallas.
that's a loss. They can never beat Kyler Murray.
4 and 5.
Kyler Murray beat.
Raiders in Las Vegas.
I'll give them that win.
5 and 5.
That's gonna be a close game though, because I think the Raiders will be improved with Geno.
Now they play the Eagles.
That's a win.
All right, so now they're 6 and 5 before. So they got the Eagles, and now they you say they win that game, so that's 6 and 5. Then they got the Chiefs.
That's a loss.
Hold on, 6 and 6 after they end up playing the Chiefs. All right, my fingers have been hitting stuff, and all right. So where are we at here?
We're at the Chiefs.
We're at the Chiefs. Then they got the Lions.
And
So they're 6 and 6.
that's
in Detroit.
that's a loss. Because at that point,
They're
I feel
6
like
and
the Lions
7.
will have kind of figured out. Because I feel like if the Lions offensive line has struggled, they'll make a move by then to get their offensive line back. And I feel like their defense was hurt last year. Their defense will be better
So
with
they're
everybody
6
being
and
healthy.
7. Then they got the Vikings in Dallas.
I'll give them that win.
7 and 7. And they got the Chargers in Dallas.
That's a loss.
7 and 8. Then they got the Commanders.
That's a loss.
7 and 9. And then they play the Giants again.
Yeah, so they'll be 8 and 9.
8 and 9.
They'll be 8 and 9.
All right.
They'll be 8
And there
and 9.
you go.
Yeah, I just don't. I think the Eagles' advantage is that there isn't really quote unquote an established quarterback in the NFC like there is in the AFC, like where you got Hurts, where you got Lamar, Burrow, and Mahomes. Like you got Jalen. I feel like right now, Eagles and Hurts are the cream of the crop. And then after that, you got like you could probably say the Rams. I could see the Rams being the 2 seed. I could see the Rams.
I think
being
the
the 2
Rams
seed.
end up being the 2 seed. Detroit will end up being the 3 seed.
I don't think Detroit wants that division.
Who's going to beat them?
I think Chicago.
Chicago?
Yes, I think Chicago
Who's
can.
Chicago's quarterback?
Caleb Williams. But you got to remember though, last year you put Caleb Williams with a defensive coach. You're giving him Ben Johnson, and they kind of have similar weapons. I can see Chicago winning that. I just think because the Lions lost the offense coordinator and defense coordinator, they're taking a step back. I don't see him winning that division.
Right.
I can see the Packers or Chicago winning that division. But I think it'll be tough. I can see to where it'll be like the last 2 weeks of the season, they're all maybe like tied. But because that's why I don't think Detroit will be that good, because if they don't win a division, they're not going on the road to win. Because like let's say for example, you're the
They
5.
don't even win on at home.
You're the 5 seed. Let's say you're the 5 seed and you play the Buccaneers. Buccaneers always play them tough. I don't think you beat the Buccaneers in Tampa this time around
Yeah, I'd rather not play the Buccaneers in the playoffs
at all. I don't want to play them.
I mean, you know, we live in Florida, but oh my gosh. I mean, every game that we've been to the last 3 years that the Eagles have played the Bucks have just blew them out. Oh my gosh.
I do think we can beat them though if we got to come to Philly. If they got to come to Philly.
Yeah.
But
especially we're playing them this year, the 28th of September, and I don't know where you're looking at this from, but it's 90 degrees every day in Florida.
that's my thing. Why we always got to play the Bucks in? We always got to play the
That's
Bucks.
the way the schedule rolls.
We always got to play the
This
Bucks.
is the third
in-
consecutive year in a row. 'Cause
Exactly.
We played them on a Thursday night 2 years ago. Last year was a Sunday, and now this year is going to be a Sunday.
We played them on Monday night 2 years ago.
Oh, it was Monday night.
Yeah, we won that game
Monday
because it
night.
was raining. That was the year of the Supernatural Funk. We beat them Monday night, and then we lost. We got blown out in the playoffs.
Yeah, I didn't even go to that game. We were playing so bad.
It was horrible. I was like, it was like we made the playoffs, but it's like we might as well just miss it because we weren't.
You normally, if they're playing Tampa in Tampa, I'm going to the game. But the Eagles are playing so horrible that
It wasn't
I'm
even.
not wasting my money.
So here's my hot take of the year. I think Hurts wins MVP this year because he's going to have to do more. He's going to have to do.
Could. I mean, conceivably. I mean, when it's a big game, he's going to
exactly
come through.
And I feel like he'll have similar numbers to the Supernatural Funk year because the Supernatural Funk year, he threw for 3,900 yards.
The question will be, once again, though, how many injuries will they have?
Correct.
Will their offensive line get hurt?
Exactly.
Will their wide receivers get hurt? Will individuals on defense get hurt? Now, if they can keep that to a minimum, it's going to be hard to stop them.
Because the reason why I put the Vikings in as a loss because I was expecting like a big injury in there and we ended up losing that game.
Yeah.
But yeah, if we
they
don't
can stay healthy,
if they can stay healthy, we definitely repeating back to back. Because I don't think now the only team I'm telling you right now, the only team I don't want to play in the Super Bowl. If we get to the Super Bowl and we play the Ravens, I don't see us beating them. Yeah, I know we beat them in Baltimore last year, but
that's going to be a good defensive game like the other one was.
But I do think
but the Ravens can't get there, so I ain't even worried about that.
If we play Buffalo, I think it'd be a good game, but I think we could beat Buffalo.
Yeah,
because I thought last year that if Buffalo would have won, we would have blew them out just as much as we blew the Chiefs out.
Yeah, because our defense was just like
lights out.
It was unstoppable last year.
Lights out.
It's a shame they had to go and get that money. I mean, I can't blame them.
I can't blame them.
You got to get your money because you're only playing for like 5 to 10 years, maybe 15 if you're lucky. But man, if they'd have been able to keep their players,
would have been a problem.
But, the reason why they're able to get rid of those players is because of the individuals they got coming up behind them.
Exactly. And that's why I feel like...
And the draft picks that they've selected.
That's why I feel like we take a step back record-wise, but we're still the 1 seed. I think if we get to the 1 seed, we'll get to the Super Bowl. If we're not the 1 seed, I feel like we can get to the NFC Championship game, and then it's a toss-up.
Yeah, it's possible. I mean, we'll see. It's going to be an exciting year as it always is.
Because I will, like I was telling people this, I will, if I could get a back-to-back Eagles Super Bowl, and if I could get a Phillies World Series, I will sacrifice the Sixers being horrible for the rest of my life.
Well, with that Embiid contract and
Paul George, we may just be horrible for the rest of my life.
At least till 2030.
I will sacrifice. If you could give me a back-to-back Eagles Super Bowl and you could give me a Phillies World Series this year, I will sacrifice the Sixers being bottom dwellers to 2030. I will be okay with that.
Because Embiid's probably only going to play about 40 games, maybe 50.
So Nick Wright said something, and to me it made a lot of sense. He was like, listen, if I'm the Sixers, I'm telling Embiid, listen, we need at least like 20, 25 great good games out of you. And you're always hurt. So what we're going to do is we're not going to play you till Christmas. Keep you healthy. So by the time the playoffs come, you're a little more rested. You're ready to go. Just, what I'm saying? We'll just hold, first of all, Daryl Morey got to go.
Can they even get into the playoffs if they don't have him until after Christmas? I mean, because you got to keep in mind, they always say, and I know we're running out of time, that the NBA East is going to be a little bit easier, but Orlando's not going to be a pushover this year.
I mean,
Cleveland's still going to be tough.
Yeah, so Cleveland's just going to, I don't think Indy's going to be good because Hallie's hurt. I don't think Boston's going to be great because
they're not going to be great.
Tatum is out.
Be good. I mean,
I'm not even going to say good. They'll be okay because you lost Porzingis, so you don't really have a center. You got rid of, you lost Porzingis. You lost Tatum. You lost Horford.
Yeah.
I mean, you picked up Simons, but that's really just for scoring. He don't play defense. So yeah, and you lost Jrue Holiday. He was a big part of the defense.
So if the Sixers can stay healthy, they could easily be the 1 or 2 seed.
Yeah, but that's the key.
But that's based off of
health.
If Embiid comes back and he plays not at an MVP level, but at a all-star level.
Mm-hmm.
Where he's maybe averaging 20-ish.
Yeah, I don't think so. But I do think the Eagles I think the Eagles can repeat as champions. I would absolutely love to see Eagles Chiefs again in the Super Bowl and we win again. Because I feel like, because at that point, like Hurts has outplayed Mahomes in both Super Bowls.
I don't think the Chiefs are going back this year.
I don't think so.
Buffalo, the Ravens. It might be the Ravens' opportunity now.
So here, the only reason why I say I think the Chiefs may
Cincinnati.
I don't trust Cincy. I don't trust Cincy. I don't trust their defense. And so right, if I had to do, because I had already did this episode, but in my top 5 quarterbacks, I have Hurts 4 because I think Burrow.
Who's Mahomes number 1?
Mahomes 1. I have everybody says Allen 2. I have Lamar 2.
Lamar 2.
I have Josh Allen 3.
But Allen keeps beating Lamar. Because last year Baltimore should have gone, and they didn't.
I don't think Baltimore would have beat Kansas City.
Probably not.
But they would have got to the NFC Championship game for sure. But
well, they got to get there first.
I mean, they did. They got there 2 years ago, and that's the year when yeah. So all right, so we'll do this. I got Mahomes 1, Allen 2, Lamar 3. I have Hurts 4 over Burrow because Burrow's claim to fame is he beat Mahomes in that run, but he lost the Super Bowl. And Jalen Hurts has outplayed Mahomes in 2 straight Super Bowls, and he won the Super Bowl, and he was MVP. So he got to be 4. Then you got Burrow 5, because also Burrow can't stay healthy.
But I'll say this: if the Eagles win again, you got to put Hurts and Mahomes tied.
I agree. If he wins again,
because you can't say that Lamar and Allen are better,
and they can't even beat him.
If
you're right, if Hurts wins again, if let's say if Hurts wins again, and he because a lot of people forget the year we lost the Super Bowl. If Jalen Hurts doesn't hurt his knee against the Bears, he's league MVP. People forget that. Like Mahomes won that year because Jalen got hurt.
And if they would have just had a defense that could stop Kansas City one time. That's all you needed.
He would have been
Kansas
Super Bowl
City
MVP.
Scored every time they got the ball in the second half. Just stop them one time. You're Super Bowl champions.
Yep.
But we'll see.
And then we'll maybe have a different conversation as to where is Hurts the best quarterback in the league. Then you have 2 Super Bowls, 2 Super Bowl MVPs, and he beat Mahomes twice.
I know.
So that's why I feel like if he has the season I think he's going to have where he's either top 3 in MVP or he is the MVP and they win the Super Bowl and the Super Bowl MVP, it's Mahomes and Hurts at 1. They're tied. And then it's everybody else after that.
Because that's Mahomes with how many Super Bowls has he won?
I think he got 3. Because he was the 49ers and then the Eagles and the 49ers again. So he has 3.
Poor 49ers.
Because
they saw all that noise, and it's going to be a rough season.
I also have another hot take. I think Kyle Shanahan's overrated.
Well, they haven't won a Super Bowl yet.
They haven't. And he chokes in big moments. Like everybody criticizes. I also think Nick Sirianni is the top 10 coach. I really feel like he's top 5. That he just don't get a lot of credit because he lets the offensive coordinators, defensive coordinators do his thing. He kind of just manages the team.
That's the sign of a good leader.
Exactly.
If you got good offensive coordinators and defensive coordinators,
because
let them
for as great as Sean McVay is, you can't even beat Nick Foles. You couldn't even beat Nick Foles. You can't beat Jalen Hurts. You couldn't beat Carson Wentz.
All right. We'll see.
We'll see. All right, y'all. I appreciate you getting on. So this was good.
Listen, anytime I can help you dissect the Philadelphia Eagles and Philadelphia sports, just let me know.
All right, I got you. Y'all can follow the Instagram, _tailgate.talk, and then follow the YouTube, the Tailgate Talk podcast. Haven't made a Twitter or TikTok yet. I'll get on it actually probably after this. And I'll see you on the next one, man.
Go Birds.
Talk. Fly Eagles fly.